Hey everyone! So today I'm going to show you guys a really easy way to wear dark lip colors. And I know it's fall and winter, so people are experimenting with bold lips. And this is nothing new. This isn't like a trick I came up with. It's actually something that people do on a very regular basis. Um, and it's to apply sparkly color in the middle of your lips. And usually you see it done with like shimmers and during the Halloween season, I see it done sometimes with gold. I've already seen it done a couple times in tutorials this year, but it's really, really exaggerated. And I want to kind of like take it a step back and show you how you can wear it every day. Now, the bonus is it makes your lips look really full because it is the same concept as wearing, say, just a shimmery color in the middle of your lip. And it can be done with probably stuff you already have. And it makes you feel like less self-conscious about wearing a really, really dark lip. So I'm going to go over the steps to prep. And again, this is nothing new. This is just me like disseminating information so that you guys have it, because I can never guarantee that everyone knows the same thing, right? And what would be my purpose here on YouTube? First and foremost, it's really, really important to exfoliate your lips. Now, I exfoliated my lips. This is my natural lip color. You can tell it's really pigmented, so I'm going to need to like cover it up with concealer, but we'll get to that step in a minute. It's really important to exfoliate your lips because if you have dead skin sitting on your lips, dark colors will catch and look really gross, actually. So I exfoliated and then I put on Lip Fusion Lip Plumper. Be cautious if you exfoliate and then you put on lip plumper. The reason I use Lip Fusion is because it does like a numbing effect rather than like a stinging effect, because that can be really painful. The exfoliator that I used is from Soft Lips. You don't need this, but it's Soft Lips and it's like this coconut exfoliator, and I just put on my lips and use a washcloth to kind of exfoliate all around. And you don't need to go out and buy this. I just bought it because it was on sale. If you're at home, you can just do sugar and honey mixture and use that to exfoliate. Be really gentle, especially if the granules are like large, because you don't want to cut into your lip. So make sure your lips are moisturized and make sure they are plumped and ready to go. And I'm going to work in my little e.l.f. compact mirror right here, but I'm going to keep recording. I can't work in the camera because it flips everything like when it's giving me the feedback right now. So that would be just really impossible. I'm going to do two lip colors. One is going to be a more like a dark plum color, and one is like a more dark deep red wine color. The lip liners that I'm using with both of these are from Jordana because I just don't like wear dark lip colors enough to invest in like a MAC lip liner or like a Makeup Forever one or a NARS one. So these are 99 cents each. So if you don't use them that often, you're not going to feel bad about it. And the lipsticks are Victoria's Secret, Stiletto, and Vino. This is Vino. And this is Stiletto. So they're really deep, rich colors. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wipe off the lip plumper that I have because that'll make like the lip liner and lipstick apply too slick. I just want to dab it off. I'm using a Coastal Scents quad to cover up my lips. And the reason this has been resorted to like covering lip color is because it sucks for under eyes. It completely settles. It settles like nothing I've ever seen before. So I bought three of these. I bought them in light, medium, and like the camouflage colors, like the color correcting. I don't like any of them, if I can be honest. I like their eyeshadows. I just don't like these concealers. Anyway, this is the medium palette, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put my finger in there and then use it to cover up the pigmentation of my lips. Okay, my lips are covered and I feel like I look scary. Unfortunately, this is what some people think is appropriate for a nude lip. It's not. Then I'm going to take, I don't like using tissue to blot because tissue leaves over like tissue residue. So you want to blot the excess concealer off. So just like, you can take a piece of paper would be fine, or you can take your towel and just kiss it. I mean, I literally kissed it. I love my towel. So now when you draw with your lip liner and your lipstick, it will actually catch rather than like be slick and all over the place as opposed to if you were applying over a gloss. So the lip liner from Jordana that I'm using with the purple lipstick from Victoria's Secret is called Deep Purple. The line doesn't have to be, I have to go back and fix it. Oh my god, I feel so ridiculous talking to you guys like this. But you want to make it thick, like don't leave it thin, and draw slightly outside your lip line, but you don't have to keep the line thin. Like you can draw it, and then like as you feel more comfortable, you can like draw further out and further out. I personally don't really like to define my Cupid's bow, so I'm gonna go back and like kind of make this straighter. Okay, so now that I look like a hooker from the 90s, this stuff is so creamy. I hope you could see that it wasn't tugging on my lips at all. I'm going to apply my lipstick, and I'm going to use the tip of this to blend the lip liner like into the lip. Use the tip of the lipstick, like the corner. I usually like to not use my lipstick so they get flat because I like the corner. The corner is great for getting the corners of your mouth. So use that, and then you can always go back with a lip liner brush or your finger. Your finger works better if you're doing like a nude lip. Lip liner brush works better if you're doing like a bold lip. So I'm going to use this Coastal Scents brush. I'm going to go ahead and like mix together the lip liner because I can see the difference between the lip liner and the lipstick right now. So now my lip is on, and real quick, the secret to me, what I find works the best to getting like plump looking lips instead of like skinny ones, especially when you're using a lip liner, it can kind of be a double-edged sword because it if you draw inside your lip, it takes away like nude lips are ambiguous. Bold lips define exactly where your lips are, and so does a lip liner. You want to bow it out like this. Obviously not that exaggerated, but I do want to show you the shape. Okay, so the next step is, even though this looks beautiful and, you know, you might feel comfortable doing this, we're going to add gold to the center of our lips. This is the Vanity palette from Wet n Wild. Make sure you take a clean finger, and if you've like been touching your lipstick or whatever, wipe it off on a wipe because you don't want to get lipstick in your eyeshadow. I'm going to use the gold color on the shimmery side. And I'm just going to get some on my finger. And I'm going to apply that right to my lips. Now, there's a couple of, what I had originally done this with was Avon Gold Digger, and it's like a lip glaze wear something. They don't have it available anymore. NYX also has a jumbo lip pencil in gold, and that works too. Any gold eyeshadow that you have will work just fine. Okay, so I need a little more gold, so I'm going to make sure I use a different finger. So there you go. And it creates kind of a gradient, but if it stops and like cuts off, it kind of will look funky. So um, blend the gold and the lip color together. So but it's okay if it looks shimmery just in the middle. It's going to look like an illusion that makes. Using my finger, I kind of screwed up the top, which is perfect because that leads me to the next step, which is using concealer to clean up your lip line. Now, you won't always have to do this. This is not a required step, and I've seen a lot of tutorials where people say, like, this will make your bold lip more pronounced. But it's scary when you apply concealer around your lips and you don't blend it. So please don't be one of those people that applies concealer around your lips and then leaves it there and goes out in public. You have no business being in public if you have to interact with people and you look like that. Seriously. This is a MAC Studio Sculpt Concealer. This is in my skin tone color, which is NC30. And I like it because it's creamy. I even refuse to use Coastal Scents for this. I'm going to use the tip of the Beauty Blender to blend that concealer out. So you can use, like, let's say you don't have a Beauty Blender, just use a wedge. And there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the red lip. I don't know. I think it looks so good. If you don't feel comfortable with it being like matte and shimmery, because that's what it is because of the eyeshadow, you can do like lip gloss over the center and then spread it out a little bit. The reason I don't love lip gloss with dark lips is because it helps it bleed into the fine lines. So you're kind of doing your lips a disservice. Be cautious. Don't do it on the night of. Make sure you test it and see if it's going to slip and slick. That's one of the huge reasons that I love Victoria's Secret lipsticks. These are the formulation called Perfect Lipstick, and it's because they have a sheen to them, so it's like a naturally built-in gloss. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the red lip, and you'll get to see what that looks like in a second. Let me take this off. All right, I'm ready to do the red lip, like the deep, dark wine lip. But I just wiped off all the purple one, and of course it leaves my lips even more pigmented than they were before, so we're going to start the same and do the concealer. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope that this helps you feel more confident the next time you guys want to put on a bold lip. And let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you soon. Bye.